Hey guys, Sean Terry here, Flip2Freedom.com. So let me ask you a question. Are you struggling? Now, I can tell you for years and years, I've struggled with all sorts of things. But one in particular thing was that I would tie my happiness and my joy and how I acted towards other people based upon the amount of money or success that I had. So if I had, closed a bunch of deals, I had a bunch of money in the bank, hey, I was a happy-go-lucky guy, right? I was kinder to people. I had a, better attitude, and I'd smile more, and I was easy to be around and joyful and happy. And so that was all the happiness and joy that I had in my life was tied to the amount of success that I had, right? And if for some reason, a deal fell through, which obviously happens all the time in this business, right? Or money got tight and payroll came up, and then I had to, figure and scramble how to get funds. This is the ebbs and flows in the cash flow of business. Everybody goes through it. Then I would get completely stressed out. I would stop treating my family nice, right? And loving and caring. I'd stop treating my team members, and I'd stress out. And it was this roller coaster up and down on this inside emotionally and joyfully, and my happiness all was predicated upon outside circumstances. Now, when that happens, you literally are out of control. So you have this emotional roller coaster going up and down, depending on if you have success or you don't have success. And when you're in the situation where things suck, right? Because there's seasons in life. Remember the crash, the stock market the market crashed, and they had real estate market was terrible. That was a long season. That was an incredibly tough time, and I was not a nice person to be around. I was stressed out all the time. I couldn't sleep. I was talk about anxiety and fear, and I project into the future of all this. What could happen if I do this and do that? And I tied my identity to my success and results, right? And when you tie your identity to your success and results, and your success and results suck, then it literally shatters your identity of the belief of who you are. And my identity was placed in external things that was, I couldn't control the real estate market or what happened or deals or this, certain things I could control by my work ethic and what I did and what I put into it. But it seemed like I was working hard and I wasn't getting result. And then it becomes more frustrating. So then what happens is, what I would do is I would go internal, right? I'd start beating myself up. I'd question, why am I here? Right? It'd be tough to wake up in the morning and I feel like I'm just beating, this rock, and I'm beating it with a hammer, and nothing's happening. I'm trying to crack it to crack success code, and I'm beating through it, and it's not budging, and I'm sitting here, I'm thinking to myself, maybe I'll never become successful. Maybe, maybe I don't have what it takes. Maybe I'm not smart enough. I didn't go to college. I joined the Marine Corps. Maybe I'm just not smart enough to own a business. And I would have these things, and then, I'd look at the results of what I had, and it was, terrible at the time. And then I looked at, I started going internally and look at, I wasn't treating people nice. Now I'm saying, maybe I'm not a good person. Maybe I don't deserve to have the success. Maybe I should just get a job and just, and work and just be normal, and not have these dreams and these passions, becoming successful and inspiring people and motivating people. Maybe I should just let all that go and just go get a 9-to-5 job and just, be done with it, right? Be done with all that and come home and not worry about work or anything. And I almost talked myself into that point of actually quitting, giving up on my dreams and giving up on doing stuff like this, doing videos and talking about, stuff like this. And so, you might be in a situation that's, similar, and and you're tying your identity, your happiness, your internal joy, how you treat people, based upon the amount of success you have, and based upon the amount of money in your account, based upon your accolades, right? And how's it going? You know what I mean? Because, if everything's going great and the market's amazing, then you're great. And that's exactly the way I was. And then all of a sudden something happens, the market crashes, right? Then we start doubting our entire being of why we're here and who we are and what's our purpose on this planet. What are we supposed to do, especially if you get wiped out? People get, in 2008, people got wiped out, and because their identity was tied to their circumstances and results, and the circumstances result became dismal. I have, people I knew that actually committed suicide because their identity was tied to that, and they didn't see any way out, which is tragic. And I look at it and I say, hey, listen, what if your identity wasn't tied to the actual result? What if your, joy and happiness wasn't tied to a result? And first off, I want to tell you this, is that you are an incredible person, right? I believe in you. You can do this. I know for a fact, whatever your dream is on the inside of what you want and the vision you have for your life and that flash of inspiration and the vision you see that you have, you can have that, right? You have what it takes to have that. You are a good person. You are special, meaning you were made in a unique manner that can impact the world and the marketplace like nobody else. You're unbelievably unique, right? And here's the thing: God gave you this dream inside you. He also gave you the talent and everything to go out and accomplish that dream. And once you realize that, first off, you're a son or a daughter, of an amazing God, and you're literally royalty blessed, then, you can live in a different light. And I'm going to tell you just straight up, how I live my life, right? I establish plans. I establish the plans, goals, and things I want to accomplish and everything I want to do and stuff. I establish those, and then I release it and I submit it to God, right? And then He directs my step each way on things that's happened in my life that are completely unexplainable. Some things He moves me in different directions. Some things He moves me right in the exact path, right in the plans that I established. And if you live your life like that, then what happens is your joy is not tied to the result. Your joy is tied to the now, in the present, and tied to the process, right? So if you fall in love with the process, with the daily, basically going out and loving what you do, loving the talking to a seller and finding a way to really truly help them out of a situation, and turn around and being able to find a buyer and truly help them build their goals and ambitions and dreams of fixing and flipping or buying and holding and renting. Or maybe it's a homeowner, right? That's going to live there and they're going to have their family in that house. But if you fall in love with the process and you become great in the process, now your joy becomes every single day. And now the more gratitude we have and the more gratitude we feel and the more, then here's what happens, right? When you fall in love with the process and you detach from the result and you have faith in the process, the result will happen. You'll get more success and more accolades and everything that you've wanted to accomplish, want to accomplish. So, I look at the situation where, if we take our goals and ambitions and everything we want to accomplish, right, and we cast that upon God, and some of you might not believe in God or whatever, It doesn't matter, right? The bottom line is fall in love with that step-by-step process. Actually, it does matter. It's very important. I believe in God, and he has, I can't imagine my life without his influence on my daily steps every single day, those daily steps. And I'm telling you, things are happening. Now, here's what's going to happen. Now that you fall in love with that process, you're going to have joy in doing great things in the process. Now then you're going to have an overflow of gratitude in your life. And once you have more gratitude in your life, what happens is more great things come to you. And now you have that gratitude. And then guess what? Now you start feeling incredible about yourself. You can wake up in the morning, you're making an impact. And your unique ability, what you're here on this planet for, your special gift, you'll find it, right? By doing that daily process, things will line up perfectly. The right people will come, the right opportunities will come, the right funding and financing and whatever you need will line up perfectly. It will literally, like, everything will start lining up perfectly for you because you're embracing that, and you'll have more joy and then more gratitude, and then it just keeps on flowing, right? And once you realize that, you know what, you are an incredible person, you have what it takes, right? You are special. You are a person that can fall in love with that process. And maybe I don't know where to start. Just take the next logical step. Set the plan, right? Set the plan, submit it, and then guess what? Be guided and be hypersensitive of different opportunities, people you meet, opportunities, and guess what? Things will be amazing. But, you know, share this with someone that you believe needs to hear this. And I sincerely want you to succeed. I want you to disconnect your identity from your circumstances, right? And fall in love with the process and be grateful and follow those step-by-step amazing things that happen. And you'll be amazed. You'll look up, 60, 90, 120 days from now, and amazing things will start coming to you. So it will eliminate the struggle, right? The struggle, and everything you want is right there. It's right there. Right? So please share this with anybody that you think needs this. And I wish you an amazing, amazing day and amazing amount of success in accomplishing your dreams. So God bless. Take care.